Hey everyone, this is Carlos from Freeman78, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Ultra Revive Gutswing 01. Now, this was released by Premium Bandai back in 2019, about 2 years prior to the 25th anniversary of Ultraman Tiga's initial broadcast on Japanese television. Now, it would have been beneficial if this was released in conjunction with that, but anyway, let me set this one aside and let me show you the packaging. Now, I managed to order this off of eBay, but at a reasonable price. And I mean, but the original price was about 5,040 yen, but which was approximately close to $50 at the time. But because of the aftermarket, the price has significantly jumped. So anyway, here's the front of the package featuring the Gutswing at the very front, Ultra Revive Gutswing 01, and of course the Ultraman Tiga logo, along with the TDG logo featuring the Heisei Ultraman Triumvirate of Tiga, Dyna, and Gaia. And in the side of the packaging will say Ultra Revive Gutswing 01 along with the Guts logo on both sides of the pack, on both sides right here. And it will say Gutswing 01 all in black with a yellow stripe. And it will also have the Gutswing 01 in a stylized photo with the actual Gutswing behind the lettering. And it will also say Gutswing Ichigo, which is another way of saying Gutswing Unit 1 in Japanese. And it says Hikaru. It says Hikaru. And let me see if I can read this one. Naru. Hikaru Naru, which means it glows and it makes sound. And of course you also have the warning labels all in Japanese, and also the materials also recommended for 15 years and up. And it'll also have the Suburaya logo of approval at the back. So here it is when it's in the package, but when you take it out of the package, you will find the Gutswing 01 in its standby mode, and it will also have this this you also have the maintenance carrier display base right here, which I'm holding right now. Let me put this down, and also another thing that I really love about the maintenance base, the maintenance carrier display base, is that it also has a hidden compartment right at the bottom, which you can hold all the optional parts. Now the optional parts will be in the tray when you take it out of the package, and but you will also have the option to store all of it on in here in this special little compartment. So, without further ado, let me go ahead and give you the rundown of what of the parts and what you can do with them. And first you have, if I can take them out, you also have the landing gear, both the rear and the front. And I will show you how to mount these. And okay, to mount the landing gear, all you have to do is align the pegs with the holes and just make sure that they line up and they stay in place right here. And there you have it. The Gutswing with the landing gear. And yes, it does roll around. And not bad. It's not bad. So anyway, let's take those out. And but however, take special care with these because if you put them in too far, they might break. Let's put them back into the display base. kind of hard when you're trying to do it on camera, but it's very easy to put them back in. Just make sure that you align the holes. Also, right here, this is the actual guts wing in its standby mode, and like and also like the Ultride Mechanics World version, you can pop open the canopy. All you have to do is just press the back panel, slide the canopy back. Now it says on the original website in Bandai Premium that you can remove the pilot seat, and also the rear seat's also removable, but I'm not going to be doing that because it's going. But I feel like it's going to be a little bit harder to try to do that with just my bare fingers. And also these are kind of a pain to put back in. Come on, come on. All right, bear with me, guys. Just bear with me. There we go. And to push it back in place, just slide the canopy over with the back panel, and then just push the canopy down, and it'll lock back in place. And also you can deploy the wings by pulling the wings back like so, and then spreading them out. But the key here to make sure that that the wings stay in place is these panels that you see right here at the bottom of the display base. Let me just take this one out first, and let me just show you which one goes to which. So number one, you'll have to line up the panels to the appropriate space, and then same thing goes for the bottom. Okay, this one, number 3 goes at the top. The odd numbers go at the top, while the even numbers go to the bottom. And these panels help hold the wings of the guts wing in place. So there you have it. Here you have the guts wing in its flight configuration. But unlike the original Ultride Mechanics World version, this cannot convert into the hyper mode, which I'm glad, which I really didn't care for, but it's a cool feature for that particular one. But I think this is a fair trade-off. So these panels can actually open up right here, so as to open up the missile launcher bay, or to deploy the microwave weapon. I just needed to get my nail underneath the open space to pry it open. So the missiles do mount onto the bottom like so, to make it look like it's deploying its missiles to fire. So anyway, let's go ahead and put this bad boy right back. And so here it is, the guts wing in its full flight configuration. This thing looks beautiful, and just to let you know, this is all plastic, unlike the Ultride Mechanics World Guts Wing 01, which is fully die cast with some plastic parts in it. This is all plastic with some metal screws holding it in place. Now, when you take this out of the package, you'll need to remove the white tag that's hindering the battery connection to the terminals. In which case you can when you pull it out, you'll activate all the lights and sounds. So here's just a little sample. Here's some other. And the back buttons are for the various different weapons and other systems that it can use. But when you hold down this button in particular, it'll activate all the other optional sounds. Oop, hold up. Let me just. Oh, for those of you who don't know, this particular sound shows up when Daigo's Gutswing is hit, and this is when Daigo transforms into light and enters the body of the giant of Tiga before his Gutswing crashes into the ground. Oops. Hold up. Now this is the normal crash sound without. Yeah. And now as for the other sounds I played, I haven't gotten to actually figure out what some of them were for, but some of them had the buttons being pressed, and one of them was the lasers, one of them was the missiles, one of them was the microwave emitter, and one was the aluminum jammers. But nonetheless, this is really cool that it has all these lights and sound effects. And speaking of lights, when you hold down the very first button right here, the LEDs in the engines light up. Now this is really cool, and you can make it look like the Gutswing is in flight. And if you're planning on doing some stop motion animation, this is a really cool feature to have. Now, as I said, now the set comes with the display base and all the optional parts, including the landing gear, the hard mount missiles, the panels to hold the wings of the Gutswing in place, as well as this. this instruction in the visual instruction manual, all in Japanese, but it also highlights all the directions you'll need to put all the parts into place, as well as to replace the batteries, in which case they use LR44 type batteries. And of course, it also has the features for the pilot seats, as well as as well as everything for the that I explained for the landing gear, for the maintenance carrier display base right there. And it also provides all the explanations for the sounds, but as I said, they're all in Japanese. So if you're fluent in Japanese, you probably may be able to read it. Go right ahead. And but if you need some help, find somebody who knows Japanese and can read it, and they'll be able to help. All in all, this is a really cool collectible, and it faithfully recreates the actual prop that was actually used in the show as a set piece. This is really cool, and the Gutswing is by far one of my favorite ride mechas in all of the Ultraman series. Even though this was at first designed a to be a search and rescue or observational craft, it it was heavily modified to become a fighter interceptor. It's really, and I'm a big fan of fighter interceptor planes. So this has really become one of my all time favorites in terms of sci-fi vehicles. So anyway, this is my take on the Gutswing Zero One from the Ultra Revive series. So anyway, please leave a like, subscribe, and please post a comment, and I'll be posting any. And if there are any videos that you would like me to post, then in my if you would like to see in my collection, I'll just drop me a comment, and I will be sure to look at it, and I'll be sure to make a video out of it as soon as I can. Anyway, everyone, please be safe, be kind, and also stay healthy. Okay. This is Carlos, Strike Freedom 78, signing off. Good night.